Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. It's been a little while since I went live or shit even made a video, but I have been keeping up on the fights, watching the fights. What's up, James Coleman? You know, got a chance to see Usyk do his thing yesterday. Mark Blake, what's up, man? Some of you met making videos. Let me go ahead and give my opinion about this. I'm gonna go live for a little bit here, y'all. Then I'm gonna be back with some more heavyweight content. Travis Dot, Tavares out, my bad, was good. Dawkins P, what's up, my brother? M Reynolds, what it do? St. Cruising, what's up? Yeah, man, it's been a long time, but I'm still here, man. You know. But let me get my opinion about what I saw yesterday. As far as Usyk goes, man, I've been, and for those of you that's been following me, watching my playlist, I actually did the heavyweight prospect video on Usyk. Yes, I know he's a cruiserweight, but I just figured he will move up to heavyweight, pretty quickly here. But I did that video. Shit, I either did the video. You guys go to my heavyweight prospect playlist. You can check it out. I either did the video, I believe it was the end of 2015 or it was the beginning of 2016. So I've been keeping an eye on Usyk as far as him moving up to heavyweight for a while. You know what I mean? But as far as what I saw with the fight, I thought Tony Bellew did a decent job. You know what I mean? He actually won some rounds. He won some rounds. He was trying to box, trying to be patient. But the one thing Usyk did to him is he kept that pressure on him. What I mean by pressure, I don't necessarily mean go out there and throw a million punches type of pressure. I'm talking about that pressure where you may be doing a good job of keeping the guy on the outside, using your jab or using your reach, or maybe you got the guy a little, the guy's aware of your power, a little reluctant to come in and try to bulldoze you. But at the same time, though, Usyk was keeping that mental pressure on him, meaning no matter what Tony Bellew did, he stayed in front of him, and he stayed in front of him throwing good, crisp, clean shots, good combinations. No matter what Bellew did well, Usyk stayed right in front of him, kept pressuring him mentally. You know what I mean? Mentally, like, damn, I just landed a good shot. Why isn't the guy standing at bay longer? You know what I mean? It was like he landed a good shot. Usyk was right there trying to pepper him back with shots. You know what I mean? So that I thought that caused Bellew to fatigue a little bit. I know a lot of people bringing up the fact that Tony Bellew just got tired and that's it. It's like, well, yeah, man, that's a part of the game. You know what I mean? Getting tired is a part of the game. You're not guaranteed to not get fatigued no matter how old you are, no matter if you're in your, late 30s or early 20s. Fatigue is fatigue. You know what I mean? Just some guys, certain things get them fatigued quicker. Sometimes it's that pressure of throwing, damn, that son. Sometimes it's that pressure of throwing a million punches that may fatigue a guy. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just you stand in front of a guy, not letting up, no matter what he does or what he's successful at. You're still standing in front of him, making him work, making him think, making him go on the back foot a little bit longer than he wants to, making him move a little bit more than he wants to. And he was getting caught with some shots himself. You know what I mean? Usyk was doing a good job of slipping in some counters. And Usyk is a guy, man, where I always said that he isn't necessarily a guy that's going to get on his back foot and move around. He is a versatile fighter. He can do kind of both, where he can move around, make you miss. But he's also good at coming forward and making you miss. You know what I mean? He can slip shots. He's good at slipping shots. We know he has like unorthodox type of footwork and the way he throws his punches, the way he lands his punches. You know what I mean? Because some of that shit you won't get taught in the gym. When I watch him train, and I'm looking at some of the things he do to train, just a lot of that stuff is just unorthodox, man. You know what I mean? A lot of his training methods are very unorthodox. So I thought he was going to beat Bellew, but Bellew did a good job, you know what I mean, as far as going out there and going out on his shield and trying to do the best that he can do, man. But I thought Usyk was the better fighter, and he went in there and he proved it. Now, with that out the way, all right, as far as him moving up to heavyweight, man, my opinion still hasn't changed. I think he'll give people problems. I know a lot of fans. JMJ2121, appreciate that super chat. He says, "What's good, Mr. Box today?" Oh man, just back like I left something, man. Just trying to get these videos back pumping out. Um, but where was I at? Yeah, as far as Usyk moving to heavyweight, I'm hearing a lot of people say, you know, how is Usyk going to deal with power? If he got hit by Wilder, it's all over. If he got hit by Joshua, it's all over. Shit, there's heavyweights out there right now that they get hit by either one of those two gentlemen, it's all over. So it's not like Usyk is getting thrown into somewhere where if he gets hit clean by these huge power punchers, he's just going to automatically fall over and call it quits. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, who in the division really wants to get hit clean by Wilder or Joshua, any of them big heavy-handed dudes, man? Nobody. You know what I mean? Shit. If Joshua lands on Wilder's chin square, he may put him to sleep. If Wilder hits Joshua clear, or Fury, or whoever, vice versa, they might all go to sleep. So I'm not so keen on just punching power. I mean, first of all, you got to be able to land too, man. And Usyk, his hand, I'm telling you, man, that hand speed the hand speed difference is going to show once they get in the ring. Once he gets in the ring with some of these other guys, man, they got to be able to hit this man. You know what I mean? And Usyk is privy to fighting bigger guys. You know, he did fight in that well, what was it called? Not the what's the name of it? Man, somebody in the comment section leave it. That tournament or that league that he fought in, World Series of Boxing. He fought in the World Series of Boxing years ago. He was fighting guys. I mean, shit, he schooled Joyce. He schooled Junior Fa. You guys heard me say many a times, I asked Junior Fa who was the toughest guy he shared a ring with. And this is a guy that shared the ring with Joseph Parker 4 times in the amateurs. They went 2-2 against each other. And Junior Fa told me by far it was Alexander Usyk. I mean, he didn't even think about it. As soon as I finished asking the question, Usyk, he said it that fast. All right. And Junior Fa is about 6'6", 260 pounds. All right. Joyce is another guy that Usyk schooled pretty easily. And I believe Usyk fought Matteo Madugno. He's I believe he's from Italy. I think he's an Italian prospect. But he was like 6'7". You know what I mean? Like Usyk went in there and schooled them dudes easily. Easy work. Easy. Why? Because he was making them miss. He damn near looked like he was moving like a middleweight up in there, man. He was making them dudes miss. They couldn't land. They were getting frustrated. It was easy. All right. So, and I think he was a little bit more confident in coming forward on Bellew and and stalking him a little bit. Stalking him meaning stand in front of him, making him you know, exert all his energy and just, you know, try to get him into later in the fight and break him down. All right. So my thing is, can these guys land on him? And if you got guys like Spilka up in heavyweight division that can move around a little bit, make things difficult. Spilka had to go life and death with Marius Walk too this past weekend. But you know, if Spilka can have some success, and a guy like let's even say a guy like Gerald Washington, also, although Gerald is a big guy, 6'6", 250, he's not in there, you know, using his physicality. He doesn't fight like that, right? He wants to use the jab, move a little bit, fight with some finesse. Well, if they can do it, why can't a guy like Usyk do it? And I think his legs are better than a lot of these guys at heavyweight. That's one thing I was watching yesterday with his legs, man. He has very strong legs. Very strong legs. I don't think he's a one-punch knockout artist, although he did he did land a good left hand, but I thought that left hand he landed was set up. Believe it was a 1-2 that he threw, and then he threw another 1-2 in that last left hand that he landed on Usyk, or Bellew rather. It knocked him out. All right. So I think his hand speed is going to be a problem. His footwork, his agility, making guys miss, and getting peppered. You know what I mean? Getting peppered does count for something. You know what I mean? It might not knock somebody out, but if you're getting peppered and you're missing, you can't find them, you're going to lose the fight on points. You know what I mean? So, but I do want to see how Usyk, how he reacts to somebody that has a significant reach advantage over him, like a Wilder and Joshua and the guys with very long arms that have one punch KO power behind it. Now, we fought at cruiserweight. Gassiev, you know what I mean, shit can get you out of there with a left hook or right hand. And he got hit with some good shots. Usyk did in those fights. His fight against Marius Briedis was another back and forth good fight, you know. But some of these cruiserweights, man, are not, just because they're cruisers, man, they're not just, you know, 6'1", 6'2". I mean, some of these dudes are 6'3", 6'4", very long reaches, you know what I mean? and Usyk was able to deal with. Now, Usyk isn't a guy, man, where he's out there, he's going to win every round. You know, he's never been a guy like that to me. There are, shit, Michael Hunter, I thought he lost a couple rounds. Thought he lost some rounds against Breeders for sure. You know what I mean? So he's not out there just sweeping the whole fight like that. You know, so I wasn't really expecting him to do that to Tony Bellew. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I think Usyk gives a lot of these guys at heavyweight some problems, man. You know what I mean? Joseph Parker's another guy, you know, that's 6'4", but Joseph is a good 240 pounds, but he doesn't have this 83-inch reach. He has like what? I think Joseph got like a 78, something like that. You know what I mean? So, but I do want to see how Usyk deals with somebody that will continuously stalk him. Well, I know how he'll try to deal with it, and that's moving backwards, pivoting, going to the left, going to the right, making you miss, keeping a high guard. I know what type of defense that he will try to implement, but at the same time, how would it actually play out for him? You know what I mean? If you're in there with a guy like Jarrell Miller that can pretty much eat shots like M&M's, or Adam Konowski, or even like a guy like Dillian White who wants to push you back with a hard jab, but he's pretty much coming forward. You know what I mean? How would Usyk deal with getting beat to the body and pressure to where he has to move all night getting hit with some heavy hands? So there are some questions there, but I think that you know, well, I think it'll be better if he takes one of these fights and the questions can be answered much thoroughly, you know. But I do think he does have a chance at heavyweight, a greater chance than a lot of people are giving him, man, especially with his experience. He's been there, done that. It's not like he's going to go in there and be like, wow, this guy's 6'6". What am I going to do? You know what I mean? He's been there, done that. And you guys have heard the camp rumors, him being, you know, being in Klitschko camps and doing well for himself in those training camps. I know sparring is sparring, but Vladimir, and, you know, Vladimir's not going to bring you in there if you're not worth it. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys showed up. I appreciate that, man. 61 people here, only 16 likes. You guys, come on, man. Let's get that thumbs up button going, man. Let me see here. Walter Martinez, what's up? The Fox Strikes, what's up, man? He says, did I see Breeders versus? Nah, but I heard Breeders was struggling in that fight. I haven't got a chance to watch that, man. I do have that DAZN app. So last night when I got home from dinner, I checked out the Usyk fight, but I didn't get a chance to check out anything else that DAZN had to offer. But there was a few fights in there that I'm gonna watch, try to get to them tonight. And I did see that Breeders fight was one of them. And that's another thing that Usyk, you know, that he can do, man. Because if there's anybody that I do think that deserves a rematch against him, it is Breeders, based on their first fight and their style matchup. Those guys were my two favorites going into that tournament. And Breeders is a guy, shit, he knocked out off the back foot, he knocked off Manuel Char. So some of these cruiserweights are a lot better than some of you guys are, you know, think, man. Not that Manuel Char is the, you know, creme de la creme of the heavyweight division, but shit, he was a guy that Jarrell Miller last I checked, was trying to chase the fight. You know what I mean? So if they're giving, you know, if they're chasing guy, and I know why he wanted I know why Miller wanted to face Manuel Char, because at the time Char had that regular WBA title. All right, so I understand that, but shit, Marius Breeders knocked him out cold. I mean, nasty, KO of the year type of knockout, you know. The Fox Strike says AJ KO's Usyk, taking those heavy punches early won't do him good. But see, I don't think he'll be in there trying to take punches from him. I think he will fight a different style of fighting a guy like AJ. I think he'll move, pivot, try to make a miss. I don't think he'll make every shot miss, but at the same time, no, if he's moving, he got his guards up and he's not taking the brunt force of all the shots. He's kind of taking some of the steam off by rolling with the shots. You know what I mean? And I think he'll do a lot of that. I don't think he's going to go in there and try to walk AJ down. I think he'll try to make AJ overextend, make him miss. Shit, man, if Carlos Takam was giving AJ, how can I say, slight problems in there as far as landing clean on Takam in certain parts of that fight, because Takam's giving him some upper body movement. Shit, if Takam can do it, you trying to tell me that Usyk can't do that? I think Usyk can do the same thing. You know what I mean? So I don't think that Usyk is going to go in there and say, you know, give me your best shot. I'm gonna just take shots early. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna go in there and try to make some of these dudes miss, counter. Man, look, I'm not saying the guys in that in the World Series of Boxing are on an elite level. When Usyk fought those guys, that the guys that you guys are asking about, like Joshua Wilder, guys like that, I'm not saying that, man. But if you go watch those clips, man, he just looked like he was just in a different galaxy as far as making them miss. I mean, it was almost comical, man. You know, but and Wilder's like Wilder, for instance, right? Wilder's a patient guy. He's not in there trying. You see what he did with Spilka, but now just think if Usyk can go in there, do kind of what some of what Spilka did and evade getting hit with big right hands. You know what I mean? But shit, you know, you running your luck though, man, in there trying to just escape getting hit with a big right hand from Wilder. Joshua does a good job of throwing combinations. I'm just using those guys because those are the guys everybody's saying that automatically beat Usyk. You know what I mean? But it definitely be intriguing, man. Definitely will be intriguing. AZ says Usyk was very persistent and relentless. Yes, he was, man. He kept that mental pressure on Bellew. Mr. Doc was good, man. He says a lot of fatigue comes down to muscle memory. The better your muscle memory, the more efficient your muscles are. Gaines PP says, what it do, Mr. Boxing? What's up, man? Matt B said, Usyk takes one right hand from AJ. He won't be smiling back like he did against Bellew. Would need to box a perfect fight for 12 rounds, and I can't see it. Well, you know what I mean? Shit, Joseph Parker. I mean, I'm looking at guys like Joseph Parker, Takum, guys who have went far in fights with AJ, and I think Usyk can do some of what those guys were able to do, man. You know, and Povetkin was doing a good job when he did have his spots against AJ. He was landing overhands, right? Dipping down to one side, coming over with overhands. Usyk can throw those type of shots from weird type of angles where you're not expecting him to throw. One thing I like about Usyk is he's always in position to throw a punch. No matter if he's sliding out or it looks awkward, he's always in position to throw punches, man. And that to me is tough to is tough to deal with. And I don't think people are really looking at that aspect of it. Box fan 2 Murray, I appreciate the super chat, bro. God of War says Mr. Boxing is back. What's good, man? Y'all, appreciate y'all showing up, man. I can't get to all these comments. But I'm gonna be back with more video. Just want to give my quick synopsis of, you know what I mean, what I saw yesterday. Cali Enigma was good. He says you're listening to The Murderer Was the K soundtrack. Salute. Oh yeah, yes sir. Listen to that Dog Pound. You know I love that 90s hip hop, man. But hey, y'all, appreciate y'all showing up, man. I'll be back with more videos. But I like what I saw from Usyk yesterday, and I give him a good shot at the heavyweight division, like I've been talking about for the last 3 years about Usyk, man. So none of this really is new to me as far as when it comes to Usyk. But yeah, man, I'll be back with some more boxing talk, heavyweight talk pretty soon here, man. So I appreciate y'all showing up. I'm gone.